Well, hello again. So, this will also be another review, this time about Fairy Tale, because I did not have the time to do the review in the last 2 weeks. So, I will speak briefly about Fairy Tale 381. Uh, Entitled The Devil's House, and basically in this chapter, 2 weeks ago, we see the fight between Scylla and Mirror Jane. We learn about Mirror Jane and her past, and eventually Mirror Jane, at the end, eventually she is able to use part of the powers of Scylla, and in a way kinda summons Elfman that comes and basically defeats Scylla by surprise. As for chapter 382, entitled Alegria, that was, let's say, an interesting um, chapter. We see that basically we see Kyoka going to speak with the Master of Tartarus, March Guile, the Demon King, and she is basically worried about the invasion, and she is kinda asking directions uh, to the master, and is in a way she kind of pleads him to revive Hand, and this guy basically says that that's not possible, but for her to not worry about the destruction of Face or the death of Franvold, as well, and he also confirms that Scylla was killed. But he says that does not matter because magic still will disappear in the same way. But at the same time, he kinda goes into punishing Kyoka because he is displeased by the way she treats humans or she plays with them. And eventually, he kind of decides to basically end the fight, and he activates a power called Alegria. And then we have a couple of pages with the people. We still have Gray facing the school dude. We have Urza fighting Minerva, but eventually we have the other members of Fairy Tail kind of moving around, and a group composed by Wendy, Warren, and the other Jetta and Roy. But they kind of found Elfman, Lisanna, and Mirror Jane after they finished the fight with Scylla. Then kinda Wendy uses Warren telepathy to tell everybody that basically Wendy was able to destroy Face. Um, and finally, Happy kind of says to the Guildmaster Makarov that they met at the Soul, and basically that he told them to release the light, and he immediately kind of links that with Woman Histoire, that secret that is underground, the fairy tale. Then the Warren telepathy is kind of broken, and basically uh, Marge Guild uses that to say to everyone that they will be destroyed. and he goes and activates Alegria, and basically the cube where Tartarus is basically begins transforming into something, and all the members of the fairy tale inside were kind of sucked in or transformed or petrified, something like that. And eventually, at the end of the chapter, the only one that remains free or not imprisoned by the change of the cube into Alegria basically is Lucy. Uh, and that was kind of honestly strange because I don't see how Lucy can fight against Marde Gil, the Master of Tartarus, or even uh, Kyoka, or the School Dude, or Zero. So that was kinda unexpected that Lucy was the only one to be able to remain free. So exactly how I don't know what's going on. Probably she is free because of her celestial magic power, something. But I don't know, and I will be interesting to see what what can Lucy do in this situation where she is the only one that was or that is free from the curse of Mardagil and the transformation of the cube into Alegria. So we will have to see it in next chapter. So stay well, peace, and see you soon.